Applause for FIFA President Gianni Infantino.
Hello, hola.
Hola, ¿cómo le va? Welcome.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Welcome to the stage, Gianni. We are assembled here today to present the final match schedule following on from a beautiful FIFA World Cup final draw yesterday. Here we're once again in Washington, D.C., in the presence of the coaches and delegations from the competing teams. So how was the draw for you today?
Yesterday,
of course.
Well, we had a fantastic draw. First of all, welcome everyone here for this match schedule announcement. I don't know how we call it. How do we call it? Ceremony? I don't know. Event. Show, because everything that happens in America, of course, has to be a little bit of a show. Welcome to the coaches. Welcome to the teams. Welcome to everyone who is watching us. Welcome to the media. We're doing a fantastic job. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being part of this, which is a little bit the second half, right? In football, we have a first half and a second half, and then sometimes we have additional time or extra time and so on, and then even penalties. For now, this is the second half of the draw. It is the determination of the match schedule. Yesterday we had a fantastic draw, a big show, of course, as it has to be, with artists, with music, with the greatest of all times of different sports, American sports. It was really special. The three heads of states and governments of the United States, of Canada, and of Mexico who joined us as well. It was, I think, a real kickoff to what will be the greatest World Cup ever. 48 teams for the first time, a quarter of the world participating in the World Cup. 3 host countries, 16 host cities, 104 matches, and the winner gets this beautiful trophy, which is the most iconic trophy. There are a few here who won it, the most iconic trophy in not just world sport, in the world. And I'm very proud to be here and happy to be able to contribute together with all of you to this venture.
Gianni, we're going to be joined by Chief Tournament Officer Manolo Zubiria, who will talk us through the details of the process. Welcome, Manolo. Manolo, can you tell us about the process from making a draw to finalizing a match schedule? Things are not so obvious, I suppose.
Let's just say it's been a long night.
Or a short night.
Yeah, it's been a fun past 12 hours. No, I mean, what a fascinating event yesterday and the draw. Finally, this has been the climax of a process, been 2 years in the making to build a schedule for the largest ever World Cup with these 48 teams, 12 groups of 4. And so yesterday, the minute that last team was drawn, there was already, from earlier on, a large group of FIFA colleagues who were all here present. We've been working together for a long time. Multiple areas within FIFA to try to put together this puzzle. You would, as you can imagine, so many different things, factors, as I explained earlier to some of the coaches. We've tried to basically strike the right balance, looking at the preparation, the recovery that the teams have to do in this, very large footprint, the biggest World Cup ever. 16 cities, 3 countries, different climatic conditions, time zones. So everything that goes into this match schedule was top of mind. Again, the teams, the fans, of course, trying to minimize travel for the teams and the fans to try to see their teams play. And obviously trying to see how to best expose this competition to the world, trying to find the right times for the kickoff times in specific cities, taking into consideration some restrictions and some factors that we know that we have to work around. And ultimately, that's what we achieved through the night. And very excited to finally be able to share it today to all the teams who I know have been anxiously waiting, as so has everybody else who has a lot of work to do once the schedule.
Nobody knows.
Some know.
Out here.
It's on my pocket. It's in my pocket.
Manolo, Thank you for this detailed explanation. It is much appreciated. Before we take our seats, joining us on stage are 4 FIFA legends. Alexi Lalas from the United States, Risto Stoichkov from Bulgaria, Francesco Il Capitano Dotti from Italy, and the 2-time FIFA World Cup winner, Il Fenomeno, o Cracky, Ronaldo from Brazil. To the panel, gentlemen, I am sure you have many memories of this tournament. In a way, it defined your careers competing on the global stage. Ronaldo, the last time Brazil captured this title, you were part of the winning team in 2002. How do you think the cities and the host countries will take to hosting this great tournament?
Hi, good morning to everyone. I think if we start to breathing World Cup, with the draw yesterday, and now we announce the cities, and I think it's going to be an amazing World Cup. We are all excited to start this, and World Cup is always a fun competition, a special competition for me, and I'm very excited for this.
Thank you, Ronaldo. Same for you, Alexi. You also know how the FIFA World Cup can be life-changing, and you know the 11 venues in the United States very well. What experience do you think fans will have coming to the US and also to Canada and Mexico?
Well, look, I am sitting on this stage with all of these legends and all these beautiful people because of the 1994 World Cup. I lived the power of what it can do to an individual, changed my life forever. But I also saw how it changed the way America looks at soccer and how the world looks at America. And so many, many years later, 32 years later, the world is coming back to my country. And they're coming back to a very, very different landscape. And we saw yesterday that President Trump, for me, I think he's going to go down as the soccer president. He is invested, he is excited, and I think when all is said and done next summer, we are going to welcome the world back with open arms, and not only is it going to be the biggest World Cup in history, not only is it going to be the biggest sporting event in history, but I think when all is said and done, it's going to be the biggest cultural event in history, and we couldn't be prouder to be hosting it in the United States, along with our friends to the North Canada and our friends to the South Mexico.
1994 remains the most attended FIFA World Cup in history, with a predicted audience of 7 million fans expected for this upcoming tournament. Many records are going to be shattered. Also, when you consider that the global audience will also be in the region of 6 billion people, it's going to be a cultural phenomenon. Thanks, Alexi. Now I think it's time that we get down to business. The game plan is very simple. We keep it simple, alphabetical, and to the point. Over the next 30 minutes or so, we are going to reveal the schedule of each of the groups, starting with A and finishing with L, and giving our guests and coaches the opportunity to highlight some key matches that catch their attention. What's crucial to know, everybody, please listen carefully, is that all fixtures are listed in Eastern Time of the United States. First up, we have Group A, featuring Mexico, South Africa, Korea Republic, and the winner of the playoff involving Denmark, North Macedonia, Czechia, and the Republic of Ireland. For the first time in history, we have had a repeat of a tournament opening match. South Africa hosted Mexico to kick things off in 2010. Here we have the reveal of Group A. Mexico City, Guadalajara, Atlanta, Guadalajara, Mexico City, and Monterrey. So turning to you, Risto, Bulgaria know all about the Mexico City Stadium, having played the opening match of the 1986 World Cup against Mexico there. If you were logging into FIFA.com/tickets right now and you saw the games in the group. Which matches would you be most interested in?
Buenas tardes, Andrés. Buenas tardes a todos. Señor Presidente, mil gracias por este gran evento porque 48 equipos es fantástico para todos los entrenadores, para nosotros como jugadores de estar aquí. Yo creo que el primer partido siempre es fundamental. Abrir un campeonato en México, porque México es una nación futbolística, le va a hacer fantásticamente bien. Yo creo que el primer partido de México contra South Africa va a ser espectacular. Más de 80.000 personas en Campo Nuevo. Yo creo que la gente le van a disfrutar y sobre todo los jugadores, sabiendo que este partido es abrir un nivel, la primera vez con 4 o 8 equipos, va a ser fantástico.
Risto says that the first match, the opening match between Mexico and South Africa in the new Mexico City Stadium will be great, knowing that the eyes of the world will be there in this new format of the tournament. Thank you, Risto. Next, Group B, featuring Canada, winner of Playoff A with Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the teams Qatar and Switzerland. We already know that Canada will play 2 matches in Vancouver with their first match in Toronto. What jumps out at you here, Francesco Totti? Che cosa ti colpisce qui di questo gruppo, Francesco? Capitano?
Ma innanzitutto buonasera a tutti, per me è un piacere essere qui con tantissimi personaggi dello sport. Ringrazio il Presidente per avermi dato questa possibilità e diciamo che è un girone abbastanza complicato. Il Canada è la squadra che gioca in casa e vuole far vedere davanti al proprio pubblico il proprio valore. Sta in evoluzione, sta cercando giocatori importanti, perciò penso che farà un grande campione del mondo. Il Qatar è la prima volta, penso, che si qualifica sul campo, perciò vorrà dimostrare l'attaccamento a questo campione del mondo. E la Svizzera, squadra europea che ci ha messo abbastanza in difficoltà parecchie volte.
Francesco says that Canada is making great strides in the world of football, and they're a host nation, and they will have the home crowd behind it. Qatar, which qualified for the first time, not as host, but winning the qualification rounds. And obviously Switzerland, that has shown that can complicate anybody. Thank you, Francesco. Group C features 3 teams that came together in 1998, Brazil, Morocco, and Scotland, as well as Haiti, who are back at the tournament for the first time in more than a half a century. Ronaldo, I need to turn to you, as you played in this one. 1 match against Scotland, that was the opening match of the tournament which you started, and then you also scored in the 3-0 victory against Morocco. How do you see this group for Brazil shaping up?
Tough group, but I think we should be okay. Morocco is playing amazing for the last 5-6 years. Last semifinal, and they made the semifinal in Qatar. Should be a tough match. Scotland, always tough match, but I mean, let me see the time we play, 6, 9, and yeah, the time of the matches is good for Brazil. It's not too hot. We play in Miami, New York, and Philadelphia. Should be okay for the good draw. I mean, it's gonna be beautiful.
Thank you. Next.
Carlo, Mr.
Mr. No pressure, huh?
Walid, you agree? Okay, the 2 coaches agree with the first match already. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Group D featuring the United States, Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of Playoff C between Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, and Kosovo. This group has a real West Coast feel with 2 matches in Los Angeles and San Francisco, and one apiece in Seattle and Vancouver. We already know that the United States will play 2 matches in LA, with their second match in between being held in Seattle. What jumps out at you here, Alexi?
Well,
La selección de todos.
yeah. I know I'm supposed to come on here and say, you know, we respect everybody and it's a very difficult group and everything, but, you know, if you believe in the soccer gods from an American perspective, I love this group. I love this group. Obviously, I'm sure the Paraguay Federation and the Australian Federation will meet me in the lobby after, but I think that this is a group that the United States can win, and I think the American public should expect the United States to come out first in this group. You mentioned the West Coast. A lot of talk about weather next summer, right? Keep in mind that we have 4 indoor venues, too, in this World Cup, in Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, and Vancouver. So it's going to be interesting to see that. But from a West Coast perspective, we'll have wonderful weather, wonderful history in Los Angeles, and Seattle is a huge soccer town. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very bullish about this group from an American perspective, and we look forward to the games against Paraguay, Australia, and whoever comes out of the UEFA group there.
Thanks, Lexi. Group E features 2 matches in Philadelphia. Let's see what's happening here. FIFA President Gianni Infantino, do any of the matches in particularly in this group catch your eye?
Well, I cannot see until that screen, and I was asking Fenomeno if he cannot see. Alexi, can you? Now I can see it. I can see.
You have Germany, Curaçao, Côte d'Ivoire, Ecuador.
No, I can see now. I can see now on this side. Well, it's a very, very interesting group, isn't it? I mean, 4 very different teams. Obviously, Germany. Everyone is always expecting Germany to win the World Cup. Didn't happen now for a few years. But to have the first match between Germany and Curaçao is actually something quite interesting. It will be played in Houston. In Houston, which is a closed venue, indoor, so nobody can complain about heat or weather or wind or whatever. It's closed, it's nice, the grass will be fantastic. And you know, the federation which has the highest number of licensed players, Germany, against the smallest ever country to participate in a World Cup, Curaçao, that's quite an interesting one. And the other 2 teams, Côte d'Ivoire and Ecuador, well, both of them could actually be 2 of the surprises of the World Cup. 2 strong teams. Côte d'Ivoire won the last African Cup of Nations. Next one is taking place in a few weeks' time. So a very strong team. Ecuador, a young team, very strong as well. Qualified actually quite easily in the South American qualification, which is very, very difficult. So a tough group. Plus, I'm FIFA president, so I'm for everyone. You know, I'm cheering for everyone.
We remind you again that all times that you see listed in the graphics here and around the world are Eastern time of the United States. Group F features the Netherlands, the European playoff winners between Ukraine, Sweden, Poland, and Albania, as well as Japan and Tunisia. And we will have 2 matches in both Monterrey and Dallas. By the way, one of those Monterrey matches will be historic, with Japan match against Tunisia being the 1,000th match in the history of the FIFA World Cup final tournament. In 1994, the Cotton Bowl was the venue in Dallas. And Risto, you scored in it. Oh, yes, you scored against Argentina. Yes, in the 2-0 win against Argentina in that tournament. So I imagine, no te rías, you have great memories of that game.
La verdad que es un grupo importante, un grupo fuerte. Yo creo que tanto Holanda como Japón están jugando bastante bien, bastante fuerte, son jugadores fantásticos. Yo creo que el ahora no le va a afectar. Yo creo que hay que recordar que 94 también jugamos partidos, pero no le notamos tanta calor. O sea, fútbol es para disfrutar y a veces cuando hay que apretar estos 90 minutos los dientes para salir y disfrutar. Las horas para mí no me afectó absolutamente, tú estabas ahí, de ver que cuando sales te olvidas de calor, te olvidas de frío y tienes que defender tu país, tienes que jugar a 90 minutos. Y si sales bien, vas a ganar, y si has jugado mal, tienes que perder. Yo creo que los dos equipos que van fuertes, también Tunisia está un equipo bastante fuerte, joven, pero con mucha fuerza de demostrar que puede competir contra Japón y contra Holanda, y de ver la repesca con equipos de Ucrania, Suecia, Polonia y Albania. Son 4 equipos que también van a demostrar que quieren estar en un evento tan importante. Para mí es un muy buen grupo donde lo van a disfrutar muchísimo los jugadores.
Needless to say, it's a very, very good group. Netherlands, we all know, has a very strong and good team. So does Japan. Tunisia is trying to show the world that they can compete on the common ground. He remembers in 1994, he didn't care about the heat, the weather, anything, because when you're playing in a World Cup, you go out and give it your best, hoping that everything will turn out the way you prepare for. Group G features 2 matches in LA, Seattle, and Vancouver. 4 teams from 4 continents in this section: Belgium, Egypt, Islamic Republic of Iran, and New Zealand. New Zealand are at the final tournament for the 3rd time after appearances in 1982 and 2010. So congratulations to Darren Baisley and the team. Coach, 2 matches in Vancouver and 1 in Los Angeles. What are you looking forward to the most after the draw and the revealing of the pathway to the final tournament?
Yeah, I think it's a good group, a group that anything could happen. You know, for us, we're excited to be back at the World Cup for the 3rd time. And I think being based on the West Coast is great for us. 2 games in Vancouver, thank you. That's going to be awesome. So for our fans, I think being based on that side is perfect for us. So we're looking forward to it. We're excited.
Thank you, Coach. Group H features 2 matches in Atlanta and on FIFA's home patch in Miami. Interestingly, this group features 2 former winners in Spain and Uruguay, also Saudi Arabia, who had that incredible win against the eventual winners, Argentina, in 2022, and at the other end of the spectrum, a team joining us at the FIFA World Cup for the very first time. Cabo Verde is celebrating a brilliant qualification, and we have Pedro Leitao Brito with us. Buvista, how is the excitement growing back home? ¿Cómo es que se está o sentir o entusiasmo no país ou relação ao torneio do Copa do Mundo?
Primeiro estamos muito felizes pelo nosso povo em Cabo Verde e todo o nosso povo espalhado pelo todo o mundo, e feliz também por poder defrontar 2 campeões do mundo, que é a Espanha e o Uruguai, e também poder jogar contra a Arábia Saudita, que é uma grande equipa. Queremos mostrar ao mundo aquilo que somos. Somos um país pequeno, mas desejamos sempre que temos coração grande.
Thank you, Coach. Buvista says that it is an honor to be here in the World Cup, especially facing 2 former world champions and also Saudi Arabia. We are a small country, but we want to show the world that we have a big heart and that we can compete. The next group features the 3rd former opening match to a FIFA World Cup. We have seen Mexico versus South Africa and Brazil against Scotland. And now we are reminded of a famous opener from 2002, the first FIFA World Cup final tournament match to be played in Asia. Group I features 2 matches in New York, New Jersey, and Boston too, Alexi. Again, having played club football in both of these cities during your career, what do you think they have to bring to the fans who will be supporting France, Senegal, the winner of the playoff 2 between Bolivia, Iraq, and Suriname, and Norway?
Ooh, welcome back, Norway. Well, obviously, New York and the New York metropolitan area and Boston and that whole New England area has a long history when it comes to the game, when it comes to World Cups, when it comes to support of the game. And so I think these games and these teams, they lucked out by being able to play in these incredible venues and in these incredible areas. Yes, it's going to be hot. It's hot in the summer in the United States. It was hot in the summer in the United States in 1994, and it'll be hot in the summer of 2026. That's just the way that it goes. But I think this is a wonderful group, and I think the people of Boston and New England and the people of New York and the New York metropolitan area and New Jersey, yeah, I know from the history, they are going to come out, they are going to make it a party, and they are going to see some wonderful soccer.
Thanks, Alexi. Group J features 2 matches in Dallas, Kansas City and San Francisco. The 4 teams are determined with the current world champion Argentina facing Algeria, Austria, and debutants Jordan. Lionel Scaloni, coach of the FIFA World Cup holder, how do you feel about your opponents now that the complete match schedule has been revealed? Lionel Scaloni, como entrenador del actual campeón del mundo de la FIFA, tu opinión sobre cómo se ha dado el calendario y los rivales que le ha tocado al campeón del mundo.
Bueno, buenas tardes para todos. Como dije ayer, creo que no hay rival fácil, sobre todo después de lo que nos pasó en el Mundial anterior, donde nos dieron una lección de lo que es jugar una Copa del Mundo, perdiendo el primer partido, y entonces eso nos hace tener alerta y saber de que no hay que confiarse. Los partidos hay que jugarlos. Y eso es lo que haremos, jugar cada partido como si fuera el último. Ahora he visto los horarios, hay uno que es a la 1 de la tarde y bueno, se dará un poquito de calor, pero como decía Stoikov, son partidos, hay que jugarlo, el calor es para los dos y no hay excusa. Así que estamos expectantes, con Mundial a la vista y esperemos que vaya bien.
Lionel Scaloni says that he was humbled and learned a great lesson after the opening match in Qatar with the defeat to Saudi Arabia. So he is taking very serious all the opponents that he has in this group, that he's going to play every match like it were its last, and that he sees that the match schedule, there's one game at 1 o'clock. Like Risto says, the heat is good, is for both teams. And we will play it, but the 1 o'clock, let me say, it's under the roof in Dallas, so that should be manageable.
Just before you go to Group K, can I just say something? Because I did not know, and I have to apologize with Lionel Scaloni for what happened yesterday. I was told that he was asked to put gloves to touch the trophy. Pido disculpa en nombre de la FIFA, no lo sabía, y claro que los campeones del mundo pueden tocar la copa, por supuesto, y tengo que pedir disculpas, no lo sabía, me lo ha dicho ahora el grande fenómeno, gracias, y en nombre de la FIFA, viene. No, sí, ahora viene. A ver. Ahora la puedes entregar una vez más. Ahora la puedes entregar. Un aplauso más merecido. No, te pido Gracias, pero lo que quieras. Me habían dicho que no la podía tocar sin guantes, entonces... Qué barbaridad.
No me conoció la persona que está... No, de verdad, y bueno, no pasa nada.
Es que cada día, después cuando eres campeón del mundo, cada día pareces más joven por esto, ¿no?
Sí, igual estoy más joven, pero muchas gracias por el detalle y bueno, gracias.
Group K, thank you for that, Mr. President. Group K features another FIFA World Cup winner with Fabio Cannavaro and his Uzbekistan debutants facing Colombia, Portugal, and the winner of playoff 1 between the Democratic Republic of Congo, Jamaica, and New Caledonia. As you know, these playoff matches will be played in the March window in Monterrey and Guadalajara, Mexico. Here's the schedule with the kickoff times. Finally, our last group takes us back to the 2018 FIFA World Cup semifinal. Group L is the final group reveal. Here we have England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Croatia are a team that may provide the template for smaller nations to dream big on the global stage, having finished with a bronze medal in 1998 and 2022, as well as having contested the 2018 final in Moscow. Ronaldo, could Ghana or Panama upset the more established teams in this group?
Difficult. England played very good, and Croatia for the past 30 years is always going semi-final, going final. So it's tough for Panama and Ghana, but especially Ghana can surprise, but I mean, should pass England and Croatia. And I want to wish all the coaches and federations good luck for the World Cup, especially my favorite one, Carlo Ancelotti with Brazil. Good luck. Long time we don't win. It's your responsibility to bring back this trophy. A little pressure, of course. Good luck to everyone.
Thank you, Ronaldo. So that is 72 matches from the 104 Super Bowls that make up the FIFA World Cup 2026. Although the participating teams are not known for the knockout phase, I can confirm that the subsequent 28 matches that make up the round of 32 from June 28th to July 3rd, the round of 16 from July 4th to July 7th, and the quarterfinals from July 9th to July 11th are now also shown on screen with all the kickoff times confirmed. But there we have them, all but 4. Mr. President, if you can join me here, because this is a big occasion. Is it? Yes, it is. The last 4 major matches that will bring this tournament to a close. Please. Here we will reveal the kickoff time of the last 4 matches, starting with the 2 semifinals. Ta-dan, ta-dan.
Okay. The 2 semifinals. That was nice. Can you make it again?
Ta-dan, ta-dan.
Voila. Here it is. The 2 semifinals in Dallas and Atlanta on 14th and on 15th of July at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. 3 p.m. Eastern.
We have a bronze medal match in Miami.
Bronze medal match in Miami at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
And the final.
On 18th of July. And the final on 19th of July.
Ta-dan, ta-dan.
At 3 p.m. Eastern Time in New York, New Jersey. That was easy.
There you go. The full calendar of the next FIFA World Cup 2026. Thank you, everyone, and thanks to all the guests today, and thanks to everyone that has tuned in around the world. Please remember, a new ticket sales phase will open on Thursday, 11 December via FIFA.com/tickets. For those looking for a premium experience, you can buy your hospitality packages, which is inclusive of a match ticket, already now at FIFA.com/hospitality. Señores, gracias a todos. Buenas tardes.
Now tell me what you've been waiting on. grab Brian from the green room and I'll mic him up and then we'll come back with him. Well, that was so much fun to watch. That was officially the match schedule reveal. And now you guys know whatever teams you're looking for when you're watching the FIFA for 2026. And it was really great to hear all of those speakers talk in such great length about those different games that will be taking place. An exciting time here as we take a look outside as well on this really cold morning. But coming up for you, we have our expert coming in, Brian Maloney, speaking to us about the Epstein files. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Use the break button. Yep. Okay. Hi. Thank you for coming in.
Me to look into this one the whole time straight in?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. And really not to you?
When we're talking. Like
when we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay. So that and then that. Okay.
Yep. Welcome back to Fox 5 Weekend Live. We were just covering the FIFA match schedule that we were showing you, but right now we're back with our political segment with Brian Maloney, who's a Republican strategist. He is joining us not for the very first time, but for the very first time in person. Yeah. Brian, thank you for making the trip. Nice to meet you.
Well, it's always nice to meet you in person.
Absolutely.